started a business. I started all these different businesses, and guess what? They all failed. I was doing this for years, lost a ton of money. So then my buddy Tony introduced me to Gary McNally, who's my current business partner. I started marketing all these different products, and I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And then finally, I got one product to work. He called me the next day, and he was like, David, guess what? We're gonna become business partners. Gary had an affiliate program at that time. We started all these different products. We did the most volume. So now we have Market Health, affiliate program, we have our own products, we own our own manufacturing private label company. So then we started shipping products, and now we started a fulfillment company. So you see how all these businesses, right? They all kind of feed each other. Build an ecosystem, so critical. This is how we've made a lot of money. We're very good at this. I was very stubborn. We didn't use mentors, trial and error. We spent years and years making 5 years of mistakes. But I'm gonna teach you one secret sauce that you guys should all do. Thank you, Jordan. That was a freaking amazing introduction. Thank you very much. I wanna first begin by thanking James, Stan, and Jordan for having this freaking amazing event. This Geek Out event has been amazing. Yesterday, I did some great networking, meeting a lot of you guys at the breakout party. First time I ever threw a freaking glass at a wall before, so that was pretty cool. And meeting a lot of you. I'm excited to meet a lot of you guys today, tomorrow. So thank you guys for putting on the event. Thank you for being here. I want to begin. Is it okay at the beginning, you guys? I want to tell you just a quick little background about my story and how all the ecosystem started. Is that okay? Perfect. So the way it started, when I grew up, I graduated from college. I got my first job in corporate America as a headhunter, and I got fired at my first job. So what do you do when you get fired? You go to Hollywood, you get drunk, you do bottle service, and then you drive home and you get a DUI and go to jail. So that's what happened to me. I went to jail, and I was in jail with criminals, gang members. I'm in downtown LA, scary place, don't ever go to jail. But when I was in there, I had a wake-up call. I'm like, corporate America is not for me. I need to start a business or I might lose my job. So I started a business. When I got out of jail, I started all these different businesses, and guess what? They all failed. None of them made any money. I was doing this for years, lost a ton of money. I went chapter 7 BK, you guys. I went bankrupt. I had no freaking money, right? And then what did I have to do? I couldn't afford to pay my rent. So I knocked on my mom and dad's door. And I go, Mom and Dad, I need to move back in, right? So I moved back in with my parents while all my friends were buying new homes, their first car, starting their businesses, new clothes. I'm broke, living at home with nothing, with mom and dad. Super embarrassing. So then my buddy Tony Russo introduced me to Gary McNally, who's my current business partner. He introduced me to him, and Gary taught me about online marketing. And he taught me how to freaking build a website, which was amazing. He didn't have to do that. He taught me this just, hey, I didn't even know the guy. Tony introduced me to him. He taught me these skills. And then he's all, David, why don't you become an affiliate? I'm like, what the hell is that? So he taught me have any of you guys ever been an affiliate or made money with affiliates? Perfect. Pretty much most of the room. So that's what I did. I became an affiliate. I started marketing all these different products, and I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And I was learning, right? And then finally, I got one product to work. Do you know what that product was? It was a male enhancement pill. So when I saw that video earlier today, I was like, oh, I related to that video, right? So I started marketing that product. It started making money. And what did I do? I called Gary McNally. I go, Gary, I'm marketing this male enhancement product. It's doing amazing. He's like, dude, I'm not gonna market a male enhancement product. I go, come on, you should try marketing. He's all, no. He didn't want to do it, but I twisted his arm. And then when I twisted his arm, he did a quick email drop on it, and then he made $100,000 in about one day. And then he called me the next day, and he's all, David, guess what? We're gonna become business partners. And I'm like, let's do it. And Gary had an affiliate program at that time, right? So he had a software, an affiliate program. So we partnered up, and that was the beginning of the ecosystem. Because we had an affiliate program, and now we had a male enhancement product. And then when we joined forces, we started all these different products, right? We had over probably about 100 different SKUs, from cellulite to stretch mark to acne to acai berry to all those freaking trial continuity offers that you guys probably remember back in the days. We ran them all. So we did all these different offers. Things were going great, right? And then what happened, show you the next slide here, if it comes. There we go. So we're running all these different offers, and what happens when you're running offers? We were the biggest client for our manufacturer. We did the most volume. So we called our manufacturer and we said, hey, we want to become partners. So we did a joint venture with our manufacturer, right? So now we started Global Naturals, which was our private label manufacturing brand. So now we have Market Health, affiliate program, we have our own products, we own our own manufacturing private label company, right? And then after that, what made us unique on the manufacturing? Do you guys know what products on demand is? Do any of you guys know what POD is? So a lot of you guys that don't know, products on demand was, you don't have to, in manufacturing, you have to usually order like 2,000 to 5,000 units at a time if you want a product, right? If you want a SKU, which is a lot of money. So we did products on demand because we had all these SKUs. So now advertisers wouldn't have to buy all these products. They could use the products that we already had in inventory. And that's what made us unique. So it brought the risk level way down. So people were signing up like crazy. Global Naturals grew. It was amazing. But what happened when we were manufacturing all these clients' products? They needed someone to ship the product, right? That's when rapid fulfillment started, right? So then we started shipping products, and now we started a fulfillment company. Right? You see how the ecosystem's growing. Market Health, products, products on demand, and now we have a fulfillment company. And what made us different on fulfillment, when traffic was getting very expensive here in the US, what do? We opened up a facility in the UK and Australia. So now all of our clients were able to go international, and now we're doing fulfillment in 217 countries around the world. And that business took off because we were one of the first to be in Europe. We were one of the first to be in Australia. No one was there. We were like the only game in town. So that kind of blew the whole nutraceutical space internationally came to us. So then that business grew, right? And then, do you guys remember Friendlies? Do you know what Friendlies are, anybody? Friendlies, for the people that don't know, are when these guys were running nutraceuticals and aggressive e-commerce offers, everyone was getting a high chargeback ratio, right? They were getting about like a 2% chargeback ratio or more. So people used to buy these gift cards, right, to add a clean transaction to the business. So let's say you're doing 1,000 sales a day, and now if you add an additional transaction, now you're doing 2,000 sales a day, and if you have a 2% chargeback ratio, guess what? That drops it to 1%. Now you're not going to lose your merchant account. So that's what Friendlies were. We didn't do Friendlies, right? We used to buy these gift cards, and so did everyone. Everyone used to buy these cards. And we're like, there's got to be a better way. It was an expense for everyone. It was eating your EBITDA. It was eating your net income. So then I had a friend named Walt Moscoso who was in logistics and shipping insurance. So when he was in shipping insurance and logistics, I'm like, Walt, let's add this insureship charge, right, on the checkout page. It'll be additional revenue to the advertiser, but it'll also be a clean transaction. So we added that. So all these aggressive advertisers were starting to add insureship to their checkout page to lower their chargeback ratio. And then that business blew up, and it started doing great, right? And then after that, all these customers get pissed off, and they want to talk to customer service, right? So what do? We started a customer service, a call center business. So we started doing call center services for all our clients. We already had agents for our offers, so we might as well just expand it for our clients. And that grew. And then we did it all different languages. Now we do lead gen, we do phone sales, we do everything. And what made us unique on the call center services, let's say you have a funnel, right? Let's say you have a funnel and let's say you get 1,000 leads a day to your landing page at the beginning of your funnel. What do? You have to monetize that data, right? So when the data came in, our clients would send us those 1,000 records of customers that didn't buy, right? We would get that data and we would call them. and we would convert, let's say, 10% of their file. So now we would generate an extra 100 sales a day for all these clients. And now they're like, we love these guys. You're making us sales. So now their customer service was actually free because we were making them money. So you see how all these businesses, right, they all kind of feed each other, right? That was the B2B ecosystem. All these businesses help each other grow, and they all feed each other business. So whatever business you're in, if you're in the B2B side, build an ecosystem. If you're in loans, if you're in mortgage, do title, do escrow, do real estate. Build an ecosystem, so critical. Now, I'm gonna drink a little water. I want you guys to learn from our mistakes. When we were running all these aggressive offers, we had an unsellable business. Why? Do you guys know what a pre-sale page is? An aggressive pre-sale page, right? Well, guess what? We had aggressive pre-sale pages. That's how we made sales. Jordan will tell you, he knows you're in the affiliate space. There's a lot of aggressive pre-sale pages, and you can't really sell a business when all your sales and traffic are coming from aggressive traffic. So we built this kind of business that was unsellable. So we learned through experience, okay, now we want to build businesses that are compliant, long-term, where there could be an exit one day. And that's the goal. So don't make the mistake we made. Also, outsource. Outsource sooner, right? One huge mistake we made, Gary and I, we built a CRM. And me and Gary aren't tech guys, right? We spent millions and millions of dollars in many years building a CRM, right? Spent tons of money, lost tons of money, and we don't even use the CRM anymore, right? There's better CRMs out there. So don't try to invent something that already exists, they're already off the shelf, ready working. Don't make the same mistake we did. If we would have focused on our core business, we would have made a ton more money. And another thing is, you gotta focus, whatever business you have, you can't do everything. Me and Gary have lots of businesses, probably like 10 different businesses, right? Gary and I can't be at 10 places at once. So what do? We get operators and business partners, and we give a percentage equity to them. Why? Because they're gonna run it like their little baby, right? Recently, Gary and I, we have a fulfillment company. We got the VP of FedEx, high salary, tons of experience. We're like, this guy's gonna make our business grow, right? This guy's got tons of experience, 15 years of experience. We brought him in to run our fulfillment company. He almost bankrupted the company, right? Because he didn't care, right? And then I go, we need to bring someone and give someone equity in this business because Gary and I didn't have the time to run it. And then we brought Walt in to run the business. Literally within 90 days, the business is cash flowing. All of a sudden, it was just going through the roof because we gave him equity, right? And the business took off. So make sure giving away equity is so important to your team, people, profit sharing, because then they're gonna care. Next, I was very stubborn. We didn't use mentors when we started. We were like, we know everything, we'll figure it out. Trial and error. We spent years and years making 5 years of mistakes. You guys, there's tons of smart people in this room. Get mentors. Learn from smarter people that are way more successful than you, richer than you. Take advantage of all these smart people in this building and people outside of this building. Don't make that mistake. Another one, invest sooner. This is very critical. When we started making money, I was buying Lamborghinis, Rolls Royces, yachts. I was doing bottle service 3 days a week in Hollywood. I was the #1 client for all the clubs in Hollywood, just pissing away my money. And then I got smart. I started investing my money, right? I bought a lot of real estate. I put a lot of money in investments, in dividend stocks, and different stocks, right? And this is the one secret sauce I want to teach you guys, that I know you guys are all very successful in marketing and running business, but this is going to make you guys, this one thing right here is going to make you guys a lot of money. You need to borrow against your assets. So let's say you own real estate, right? Or let's say you have equity in that. Rather than selling that property and taking a capital gains hit and state tax, you're losing about 30% of your money, right? Gone. Refinance, rather than selling, pull the money out and go buy another property, or go buy a business, or go start another business, right? I do that. I have a whole bunch of dividend stocks, millions and millions of dollars. I borrow against that, and I go buy real estate. I go start another business. You could borrow against your stock portfolio. So take advantage, have that money earning you interest, then borrow against it and make more money. And people don't do that. Now regarding to B2C ecosystem, I talked to B2B at the beginning. Now B2C ecosystems, we all know drop shipping, right? I love drop shipping because it's a cheap way to test. You could test and see if something's good or not. It doesn't cost you anything. There's no inventory. You just test and see how it does. So you should all use drop shipping. And once you like the product and it does great, what do? You're going to go straight to the manufacturer and scale it. That's what you should do. Cross-selling. You don't have to do everything. Let's say you have a nutraceutical offer. It's a diet product, right? You don't need to use a fitness app. Use a membership club, someone else. Do a joint venture with something. You don't have to build that as well. Do some cross-selling. They'll cross-sell your product. You'll do their fitness app. You guys are both making money. These are relationships. These are partnerships. We've been doing that for all of our offers all these years. Super profitable. Also, let's see, next is private labeling. Okay, whatever business you're in, I don't care what business you're in, everyone in this room should have a private label offer in their ecosystem. What do I mean by a private label offer? So let's say you want to start a copywriting business or a digital agency. Go find an agency that's really good at it in India or Argentina or somewhere where the labor is really cheap and they're really good at it, right? And guess what? You're going to be the front face. You're going to have a website, right? You're going to land the clients. You're going to build the relationship with the clients. In India and Argentina, where the cheap labor is, they're going to do all the work. And now you got extra money coming in, and you're just the middleman, right? You got to build private label ecosystem in your funnel. It's just another way of making money off your current clients and capitalizing on it. Everyone should have one. Upselling, pre-post, and post-post. So this is critical. This is how we've made a lot of money. We're very good at this. So when you come to our landing pages, we upsell you pre-checkout, like everyone else, but we also do post-checkout. So once we've collected your credit card information and we've charged you, now we have 3 single upsells on top of that, right? So we've paid you, it's a one-click upsell, you don't have to enter your card anymore, and we keep on upselling you, right? And then when you get to the invoice page, guess what happens? You see the invoice page, and on the invoice page, we have another upsell, right? And guess what happens when they get a confirmation email? There's an upsell in the confirmation email, right? And then we go, hey, you want the free bonus? Log into our portal. And then when they log into our portal, customer portal, we have 15 upsells in there, right? So a customer that you thought you were only going to get for, let's say, $50, he ended up spending $400. So it increases your AOV on your customer. And guess what? It's the same thing that Amazon does. When's the last time you guys put your credit card on Amazon? No one does, right? We put it in there once 5 years ago, and I haven't ever changed that card, and now, boom, they just one-click upsell me all day long. That's what we do. So now on B2C adapting, you need to adapt. Let's say your offer is not working here. Expand to English-speaking countries first. Why? Because that's the easiest. We all speak English, right? So you got Canada, you got Australia, you got the United Kingdom, right? And once those are doing well, expand to bigger countries like Germany, France, Brazil, right? Expand. Another thing, you need to call your prospects. We've made a lot of money calling our data. Use a third-party call center, or if you have a team, call your data. Super and critical. You make tons of money. You're leaving tons of money on the table by not calling your data. SMS. A lot of you guys know about SMS. We SMS the hell out of our leads. They come in through our funnel. We email them within 2 hours. Day 2, day 5, day 7, day 14, day 30. We SMS the hell out of them, right? And it makes us a ton of money. You got to do that. Email. This is what we do, and it kills it for us. All of our e-commerce offers, when you come to our offer, we have a little pop-up, which you guys all see. It's a 20% discount if you give us your email address. And then guess what? Everyone wants to save 20%. So 50% of our customers give us their email. And then the next step is we ask for their SMS, right? And 25% of people give us their cell phone number. So we get 50% of emails, 25% of their SMS number, and now we have this data. And then I have customers, you guys, we have been emailing for 15 years. I'm not gonna stop until they die or I die, right? We're just gonna keep on emailing them, right? They're never leaving our funnel. So you need to do that. Also, AI, AI is huge. Hopefully you guys are using AI. We use AI on everything. Everything we do through our businesses, we use AI for email, for chat support, for ads, for copywriting, for content. But I'm gonna teach you one secret sauce that you guys should all do. More than 50% of the searches on Google, guess what? They're not in English. They're in other languages. So what you should do is you should translate all your websites. In AI now, you could translate let's say you have a 200-page website, you could translate that with AI in 2 minutes in different languages. So now you could have 1,000 pages indexed on Google in different languages, and you're making free sales, right? When people type these in Spanish or French or German, now you're like, shit, I just got like 50 sales today for free. I didn't even run ads. Freaking amazing. It's free money that you're leaving on the table by not using AI and translating your sites. This is huge. Local payment options. When you start running traffic internationally, super important. 16% of our transactions are on PayPal. 16%. 10% of our sales are Apple Pay. So 26% of our transactions are those two payment methods. And now let's say you go to an international country, you go to Brazil, you go to Germany, they have their local payment options, which are huge. And if you don't have these countries' local payment options on your offers, you're not gonna back out, you're not gonna convert. You need those local payment options. It's critical to back out nowadays. And now my key points in conclusion. One thing, borrow against your assets. I know a lot of you aren't doing that. If you have a stock portfolio, I bet you maybe there's a few people in this building that have millions of dollars in their stock portfolio and are borrowing against it and buying assets or buying a company or buying a business. There's probably not many people doing it. You should do it. I have a deal right now. I just did it. I'm in escrow buying land right now. I'm gonna build a building. I'm in escrow, and that's what I did. I borrowed against my investment fund, right, at a lower rate than if I were to go get a loan right now, they were gonna charge me 10, 11%. And I'm borrowing against my stock portfolio at 7.5. I'm saving almost 4%, right? And it's my money, so I have no capital gains hit, it's perfect, and now I'm buying, you could buy assets and investments, so make sure you do that. Number 2, focus on your core business, right? Outsource things. If you're good at selling products, focus on that. Don't do what me and Gary did and build a CRM or try to build things that you're not an expert in. Outsource. AI to different languages. I just went over that just now. You guys, AI your site to death to different languages to get those free sales coming in. And then obviously you could run ads as well. Email pop-up, like I explained, put a pop-up, collect the data, get the 20%, get the SMS, get the email. Last, call all your data. We call all of our data for 7 days. You probably hate us. You probably get calls from us going, that freaking bastard is calling me. We stalk you guys, we call you, but it makes us money and it makes all of our clients a ton of money. So call, email, SMS your clients to death, and then the one-click upsells, like I said, you wanna be like Amazon. No one on any of our offers, a customer, once we've gotten their card once, they never ever have to enter their goddamn card again with us, ever. They're in the system. So those are my takeaways, you guys. Hopefully you guys got some value. Thank you for your time. I know my time is up, but thank you. Very, very good. Yeah, thanks, man. No problem.